Here with us now is Jason Miller, a professor of supply chain management at Michigan State University. Professor, good morning. Thanks for joining us.
No, good morning. Thanks for having me.
We heard, Jessica, the average price for a new car, and this is insane to me, it's topped $50,000 for the first time in the third quarter of 2025. Is the idea of buying a new car, excuse me, my New York accent just came through, buying a new car out of reach for the average American?
So I wouldn't say it's out of reach. I mean, we still had 16 million vehicle sales this past year. But what's happening is consumers are spending a greater share of their budget today on vehicles than what they were before the pandemic. Because if we look, once you factor in changes in interest rates and changes in prices, people may be paying about 40 to 50% more for a vehicle today than what they were in 2019. But household income has only went up 22% at the median level. So vehicles are now representing a bigger share of that spend for the Americans who are financing them.
You mentioned 2019, and realistically, that wasn't that long ago. At that time, there were more than 70 vehicles on sale here in the U.S. with the suggested retail price of under $25,000. Today, from 70 to 10. That's the number currently. What happened to that affordable car over the past 6 years?
Yeah, so part of it has been Americans, if you look at our sales as broken down by the Bureau of Economic Analysis, we've really gravitated towards the light truck and SUV category. And so a lot of this is actually driven by consumer behavior and that's what people are buying. Our sales of automobiles have been declining very sharply since about 2014 or 2015. And that's the point in time where gasoline prices started to come down before, of course, they had that big rise in 2022. So part of this is driven by the consumer dynamic and really what people were buying, and that was shaping what the automakers were producing. The other aspect of that is when you look at what happened in 21 and 22, the vehicle makers had to prioritize their most profitable vehicles, which were those light trucks and SUVs. And so that sort of further pushed us towards these more expensive, larger vehicles.
And you're absolutely right. The price of small to mid-sized pickup trucks has exploded. Talking about the price, though, some of them have increased by 70%, to your point, post-pandemic. Pickup trucks, as you know, Professor, that's the backbone of small businesses and blue-collar workers. Why have these prices gone through the roof?
So in large part, the answer to that is because the consumer's still willing to pay these prices. So a lot of this is due to where, again, these price points are set based on observing consumer behavior. The other aspect, though, is material costs are substantially more for the automakers. And so the one thing to keep in mind right now is actually our auto sector, based on data from the Census Bureau, is less profitable today once you include the parts suppliers than what it was in 2019. It's because steel's more expensive, aluminum's more expensive, all of these parts are more expensive. And on top of this, our auto dealers are actually only making the same sales profit today when they sell a vehicle that they did in 2019. The problem with that is that, let's say, $5,000 of profit goes far less in terms of financing your operation. So the challenge is even though consumers are paying so much more, the entire ecosystem right now in terms of the dealers, which actually employ almost double the amount of people that the entire manufacturing sector employs, combined with that manufacturing sector ecosystem, both are struggling even with these higher prices.
Very quickly, before I move on to the next question, I want to ask you about what you just said. So these automakers are making the same amount of money that they were in 2019. So this isn't about corporate greed. This is just the price of basically everything, materials going up.
No, exactly. And actually, when you adjust essentially the profit relative to the sales, they're actually making less profit today than what they were in 2019. All right. 2025 was the worst year we've seen. That is heavily due to the tariffs that have been put in place that had to have been absorbed by these companies.
That's interesting, because I'm sure many Americans just assume it's greed from, big America or these corporate companies, and it's not that. That's a very interesting point. I do want to ask you about used cars. The used car sales have been hovering around $30,000. I remember buying my first car. It was maybe $900. Why are used cars so expensive right now?
So part of it has been, so again, as you have in this graphic, we had this huge increase in used car prices in between 2021 and 2022. That was due to all of the stimulus money out there interacting with a reduced supply. So you had very strong demand, but very limited supply because of the chip shortage and all the part shortage. Once those prices get set up that high, it tends to be harder for them to come down. And while they have come down, the other thing to keep in mind is a lot of the vehicles for sale now are ones that were produced under this higher cost structure. And so folks hoping, hey, maybe that number is going to come down to $20,000. That's not going to happen unless you have a very severe recession in this country.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.